Sometimes this blog is going to be about Chicago in that I'm from Chicago, and that's going to be about the only connection. So, did you ever get an earworm? And if you're not familiar with that term, I'm trying to make it so that my microphone isn't going off the charts into being so hot. But anyway, did you ever get an earworm? And an earworm is just basically a song or a clip from a song. It's even worse when it's just a clip from a song that you can't get out of your head, and just over and over and over and over. And it's like, It's one thing if I take a song and I do what's called, the crack factor, where I hear a new song, I just play it over and over and over because I just can't get enough of it. But an earworm is something else. It's a whole other thing where you're plagued by this. It's an earworm. It's inside your ear, and it's like, So, did you ever get an earworm, though, that you placed there, that somehow you heard or you brought up in conversation or something, and then you're just like, I did this to myself. I cursed myself. I'm the one who brought up the song. I'm the one who, talked about this. I'm the one who made fun of it. I'm the one who, and it's just, you're doomed. You're the one. You have no one else to blame. No one else brought up the song. You didn't hear it on the radio, and now you're the one who's suffering because of it. I did that to myself. A couple coworkers and I were sitting around. I don't know, we got talking about something. We got to talk about Saturday Night Live. Somehow the, illustrious Justin Timberlake got brought up, since he's been, doing all these Saturday Night Live videos with them, these digital shorts, which, by the way, pause, who knew? Who knew that he was going to turn out to be such a hilarious person? I mean, I never even followed him when he was in boy bands. I, for instance, continue to this day to make him be a Backstreet boy in my mind. I know, and the only way I remember that he was in NSYNC is that it's like a mnemonic where I go, Justin Timberlake equals Backstreet Boy. No, it's the opposite of that, so he must have been in NSYNC. Like, that's literally how I remember. Anyway, so who knew? I mean, then all of a sudden he's bringing sexy back, and, whatever, dude. Bring it, dude. So, anyway, so we're talking about this, and what were the funny ones, and all this other stuff. Well, I say to my coworkers, yeah, do you remember there was that one where he was like in this competing, they were outside like mascots, and they were trying to compete for business, and it was like, and it starts because I already can't remember exactly what it was, but I have the thing in my head, and I was like, I'm bringing on down to Somethingville. And my coworkers are like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, yeah, like, they were outside, and the one guy kind of sucked, and Justin Timberlake was all like, bringing on down to Somethingville. And I'm like, oh, man, I gotta find it. So I Google bring it on down to Somethingville, or JT, bring it on down. Of course, instantly, I find a couple different clips, and this was days ago. I just went into the kitchen to make myself just stupid hot dog, whatever, in the microwave. Smoky, Oscar Mayer smoky. Delish. Totally white trash, but delicious in the microwave on a piece of bread. And I went to Aldi the other day, and they have a brand name. They have their own brand name that's called Millville. You know where this is going, kids. And I see the Ville. I see Millville. And in my head, instantly, what do I hear? I'm bringing on down Omeletteville. And I see him in this big omelet. I'm bringing on down Omeletteville. I did this to myself. And now that I'm telling you about it, I'm sorry, but I hope you share my pain a little bit. I hope that you are somewhere, and you're driving in your car, and all of a sudden you hear, I'm bringing on down Omeletteville. So, I'm sorry that I did that to you, but I had to share it and let you know that I had Bring It On Down, I'm Phil stuck in my head. So, sorry.